Good morning. Good morning, guys. It's Dakota back with another video or a live stream, and today getting into D4X analysis. Basically, every day of April right now, every weekday of April, I'm hopping on a live stream on YouTube, basically going through my market analysis, paying attention to the charts that I'm focusing on for the week, and seeing if we can take advantage of it and essentially track the progress. Alright, and if there are any pairs at any time that you want me to go over, any questions about my strategy that you have or anything like that, or anything you want to talk about, period, go ahead, type it out in the live chat. We can talk about before the call-ins. Also, if you want to check out the screenshots or communicate with or get involved with the community, go ahead in the description. A link to my Discord server is down there so you can join it. It's completely free, and yeah, you might meet someone that helps you get to that next level. But now that that's all the way, there's one more important thing I gotta say. You gotta hit that like button. If you like this live stream, you gotta hit the like button, man. It's a wasted opportunity, and if you don't do it, also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for a new video that will be posted, and to keep up with the live streams when I post them. Okay, let's get into this. So looks like I'm supposed to be entering right now. Well, anyway, okay, I guess we'll check out GU first. So yesterday, or actually last week, was when I initially had this set up. Hey Google, set an alarm for 30 minutes, or a timer for 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes, and we're starting now.
Alright, so last week was when I had this actual setup. I was waiting for a break to this trend line, which we got here, waiting for a correction, which we got here, and now I'm just waiting for an entry signal. Correction came right down to the 50, and we'll see what happens. Ultimately, my targets aren't going to be here. My target's actually higher. I'm looking for a target around this area, which would give me about a 8-to-1, close to 9-to-1, and I'll actually be checking price out in that area, because if price does break through that level, I will look to target this level up here. And as far as my analysis goes, that's the high limit. I'm not going to try to stretch it out above this level, and I'll get into the whole breakdown. So the full potential of this is about a 12-to-1, at least for my markup, from the area that I'm entering at. Okay, but that's just a quick overview of GU, and let me bring up the chat real quick. It's hidden. There you go. That's a quick overview of GU. Looks like a really great opportunity, but it does involve management, so just got to be aware of that. But definitely looking for that trend line to be broken. And close to the end of the call, my alarm should go off, so probably will be entering on GU on this stream. Also, let me know if the volume on the music is too loud, so I can be sure to turn it down so it's not overbearing. Yesterday's call, I liked the music, or liked the volume. Alright, so let's do a full markup of GU. If this is your first time hopping on one of these calls, you pretty much know, or you don't know, you don't know my strategy or anything like that. So let me break it down real quick. It's real simple. It's basic market structure. Basically, when I see an impulse, the impulse is telling me the market wants to go in this direction. After that, I look for corrective movement, which is just I look for patterns, to keep it simple. Small consolidating candles moving the opposite direction of the impulse, and then I look for an area to enter within that based off previous structure, and then I look for a continuation, right? Impulse, correction, continuation, right? Real basic stuff. Same upside down, impulse down, market wants to go down, correction confirming it wants to go down, and then that selling opportunity, right? Okay, just delete that. And this is the markup we did yesterday. Basically everything's mapping out how we have been anticipating it. But let's do a full markup again on it. Make sure we're still seeing the same things. What is this? Oh, I went to the wrong pair. Okay, I use top-down analysis. I start my monthly time frames, work my way down. If I'm day trading, I'll work my way down as low as the 15-minute. Currently, I'm only swing trading, so I'm only working my way down to the 1 hour for the lowest setup. Right, that's the lowest setup. That's the lowest time frame I'll look for a setup on. But essentially, box price in with my horizontal lines. I see a trend on the lower time frame. So I'll go ahead and draw that. Now, usually if I draw a trend line on the weekly, I'm going to have to readjust it when I go down to the lower time frame, which I do because it's not touching. Just tighten it up so I have 2 touches there. 1, 2, straight through. And then we have a flag pattern here that I can see off the daily. Now here off the daily, it actually ended up forming that double bottom that I was looking for. If you don't really understand that, you can check the last week's live stream. Basically every day of last week basically broke this down and why I was looking for correct movement in this area, which price isn't impulsively broken past this low, so that's a good sign for us to look for price to continue moving to the upside. Let me zoom in more so you guys can see. Alright, so here at this level is basically a level where I'm looking for price to reject at and continue up, at least break out of this channel that we have here, and we'll see if that actually happens in the next coming days. Okay, and with that, gonna go down to the 4-hour time frame. Knowing that I'm looking for a buying opportunity, we could look for it just off the daily. If you have a strategy that just uses one time frame, it's a pretty good idea to just look for an entry on this time frame, or look for an opportunity on this time frame. But I want to get lower. I want to get a tighter entry, so I'm going to continue going down on the 4-hour time frame. Have a downtrend here, and if we look closer, we can see that we have a descending channel here. Basically a reversal pattern right at this level. We got an impulse up, we have a correction, and we're looking for an opportunity to enter within that correction for a buying opportunity. And ideally would love for this to break out, but obviously you have to pay attention to price at this area, see if it breaks through that trend line. If it doesn't, obviously gonna have to close. If it does, great. Alright, great. That's basically, I think that means money in our pocket if we enter down here, or at least a profitable trade. That's what we're going for. Yeah, so I don't want this to be like a lecture. I guess I will speak freely then. So basically what I just noticed that I did, I just talked about money, and generally I don't like to think about money while trading. Only time I really think about the money that I'm making, that I'm losing within a trade, is after the fact and when I'm reviewing the trade. And even then it's of little significance, honestly. All I really want to do is just execute the trade the best of my ability as I can, because ultimately the better that I get at that, obviously the money will come eventually. Like, the money will just be, oh, I made money today or whatever. But anytime I do that, I'm always gonna, and I catch myself, I'm always gonna try to change what I said or say something else. Alright, so this is GU. Let's go down to the lower time frame. Let's see if there's something tighter. This is the setup I'm actually looking at on the 1 hour. It's pretty much done exact, like, picture perfect example of what I want in the trade. So just waiting for my alert to go off. If I get the signal to enter after the alert goes off, all good. I'll send up the screenshot telling you guys that I entered the trade. And again, it's a 12-to-1 possibility, 12R opportunity on this trade. Yeah, nothing more. So this is already sent out, so no need to send out a new one. It's pretty much the exact same thing as yesterday. One thing though, that's troubling is Tuesdays are actually my my worst days. Like, I lose the most money on Tuesdays. I don't think I've, at least this year, 2021, I don't think I've actually had a winning day on Tuesday. I may be wrong, but last time I checked, I don't remember having one. Last year I had some, but I didn't pay too much attention to it. I'll have to go back and check. Actually, I want to know. Let me write that down. Actually, but that was something I just brought up. Just I guess just because it was on my mind. Because from memory, I'm remembering that backtesting show Tuesday was the worst day for me, and from live trading, at least for this year, Tuesday's the worst day for me. But I'll figure that out. Okay, so here I'm looking for prefer an expanding triangle to form. So price to overshoot this entry level that I have here. Give me a buying opportunity right underneath the level, and then give me an opportunity to buy. Ultimately, I'm looking for targets to be hit up here, but I'll set up for targets at a 4-to-1 on this move at this level. Because playing conservative with GN, and because I know how volatile it can be and how quickly things can change, and honestly just want to be in and out of the market. I'm holding position on this, so yeah, I'm just trying to get out of this. I'm trying to get this off my list as soon as possible. But as long as it just keeps feeding out opportunities while I'm in the trade, like while I'm in a position on it, I mean, I gotta trade it. So let's go to do the full markup on GN. Again, if there are any pairs you want me to go over, anything that you want to talk about, any questions you have for me, anything, type in the live chat, we can talk about it. Let's go to the monthly. Also, don't forget to like button if you like these live streams, and might as well hit the sub button as you're down there, right? I actually just finished there's one more thing I want to add to the video, but I finished most of it, most of the editing yesterday. What's the, oh, it's music. Yeah, the one thing that I have to add is music. Other than that, it's pretty much done, so it'll be uploaded. What's today, Tuesday? It'll be uploaded when I upload it, but within the next few days. I don't want to overcommit right now, or give you a date and not come out on that day. But let's go to, we're already on GN, and we have an uptrend. We haven't got a rejection from this second touch, so I want to draw an uptrend here, but I have one touch. It technically, yeah, the trend line touches it 2 times here. It touches it the second time here, but okay, cool. But it hasn't made a rejection from that level just yet. And since it hasn't made a rejection from that level yet, can't really draw the trend line. Alright, so what we can do is start it lower or tighten it up and consider it a break. I still like this uptrend at the moment and want to see how price reacts. Ideally I'd like to see price at least give a second touch to this area So I'm going to leave room open for price to continue to scale down potentially before continuing back up. Price has also not broken any previous lows, at least on the day. Still in an uptrend as far as I'm concerned. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Man, I thought like the internet disconnected, like but it's a good thing that it didn't. Alright, so here have a strong impulsive move here. Now I will say we have an impulse here, we have a correction here, we have an impulse here, but this right here I would not consider a correction. And once I go down to the 1 hour time frame, it'll be a whole lot clearer for me to actually talk it out. Basically have a flat channel here and a double bottom, and then price, let me zoom in, my fault. Have a flat channel and also a double bottom here, and we have an impulse breaking the highs of that, and then we have after that impulse an ascending channel, and price is breaking down out of that ascending channel. But overall it's not a continuation pattern to the downside. At least for me, it doesn't meet that criteria. So at the moment we do have a smaller time frame downtrend though, which ultimately creates a channel here. Like so. And right here at this level, this is where I'm looking for price to actually reject that. So if we just stick to the 4 hour, looking for price to come down to here. Potentially, it could potentially come all the way down back down to the, it could come all the way down to that zone again. But looking for it to come down, but ultimately come back through and break out of the channel to the upside, at least to this level here. And let's go down to the 1 hour so I can make everything clear. So on the daily, it looks like a double bottom. Here on the 1 hour, it looks like a flat channel. And then broke out of that. Made an ascending channel, which is a reversal pattern on a lower time frame. Not too significant since it's like on the 1 hour. And then if you go down to a lower time frame, there's an even smaller ascending channel there. Price broke out of that level. Looking for price to come down about to here, at least the bottom of the ascending channel, and then eventually looking for price to turn around. Have my alert set at 61.8, and really all we're really doing is testing this area, at least for my setup. Okay, let me delete all those lines and make it let's make it look good. All right. Now I will say, if price just comes right down here, right down here, just turns around, I'm not gonna take that. I still have to wait for structure to be built. Like I said, there's a possible expanding triangle, but price would have to overshoot this level in order to make that. My fault, but this is ultimately what I'm looking for. I also still see the pound gaining strength at the moment. Is that my, oh yeah, I just turned the AC on. Awesome. Okay, EURJPY. EURJPY is doing exactly what I want it to do. So it's a 4 hour setup. Reset the chart. basically what I've been looking for since Monday, for price to basically form a bearish pattern and sell off, and that's exactly what it did. On the 1 hour time frame, it gave us a bearish setup right here, impulse correction there, tested a level and is now selling off and looking for this low to be broken within this next candle. Ideally, obviously may not happen, but want it to happen. If that happens, gonna continue to look for price to come down to my entry area. Price gets down to that entry area, I'll look for a buy signal and I will enter for a buy, and I believe this opportunity is just a 4-to-1, right? No, it's an 8-to-1. That's nice. That's way better. So if that comes, great. If it doesn't, great. I'm gonna keep waiting. Let's mark it up again. And this screenshot's also sent out already, so no need to send out a new one. Okay, and right before I mark this up, give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Let's get into it. EURJPY. Let's box price in. Yeah, the triangle's gone. It's broken out. So just identifying the highs and lows, the areas I want to buy and sell. An area above price is the area I want to sell at. An area below price is the area I want to buy at. Oops. Okay. Continue to box price in. I'm gonna draw a uptrend on a lower time frame, probably the daily time frame. I have a supply zone there. I have a demand zone here, and given time, you know what? Saturday or Friday, I said I was gonna send out 25 charts, and I haven't yet. So as soon as we end this live stream, I'll go ahead and start working on that and send that out. My fault, but it's only Tuesday. There's still plenty of time, and honestly, the setups will probably take 2 weeks anyway. But I'll send them out. Don't worry. I did forget, but I just remembered. All right. Anyway, got price reaction within this window. Going down to the daily time frame. Have an option there, going down to 4 hour, and going back to the daily. These are the equal highs that I talked about. Price still hasn't broken through this level up here. Ideally, would love to see that actually happen, but still got to be aware at any situation because price can break that trend line. If price does break the trend line, just gonna have to adjust our analysis, right? Yeah, which would, if that does happen, that's probably a better opportunity than what we have right now, which is an 8-to-1. Yeah, that's gonna be, yeah. If that opportunity sets up, that would be a way better opportunity. Okay, but I'll talk about that only if it happens. We have a potential bearish pattern, bullish pattern here. Look for price to visit the bottom of that and then give us a buying opportunity down here. If price pushes through, then our SL is going to be hit, right? And we'll look for a new opportunity. It's fine. And again, looking for price to get up to this area up here before turning around. That's what I would like to see. And let's go down to the lower time frame. Believe I talked about this sell on Monday. Yeah, which today's, yeah, so on the last call I talked about this possible selling opportunity. Hopefully someone caught it in the hopefully someone caught it in the group or anyone that reviews these calls. Next, let's see if there's a smaller opportunity right now, which right now it doesn't look like it, which since it doesn't look like it, I guess it's kind of a waste of time. Yeah, there's nothing there right now. Okay, what time is it? So got 3 minutes before I actually go and check GU for an actual entry. So let's spend some time on EURJPY. FXEM, right? Yeah, because I'm not trading it live at the moment. So price has held true to this level. It hasn't broken through it just yet. Yesterday I said look for price to actually push up after this, after hitting this level here, and it looks like it just hit it. Is that a bit of a stretch? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. That's like perfect, but it's a really deep retracement. If we're gonna have this as like a setup, not a setup, but what is it called? A 1 hour setup. With that deep retracement, it's pretty much off the 88.6. It looks like to me, being off the 88.6. Let's identify an entry, and then stop loss regardless is going to be right below this low here, and then target, at least initially, is going to be here. The next level would be this high up here, and that would actually be, again, it's decent. It's not great. It only produces about a 5-to-1. I would love for price to come down lower, but usually with deep retracement like this, if price is going to turn around, you usually don't get multiple touches at the area that I'd like to enter at. I'll just keep it here. But let's go to the 15. See if an entry came yet. Not yet. Not the best trade, but definitely a trade worth taking, at least in my book. Yeah, I'll actually take this trade on my other account, not on my main account. I'll take it on the side account. So that means I won't be sending it out to the Discord. Why not? Why not? I like the opportunity. I'll send it out. But I won't be taking it, at least on my main account. So let's screenshot this. What is it, a 4-to-1? Yep, perfect. And my fault, that's the wrong time frame. Okay, my alert has not gone off, but it probably will now. Let's go to 15. Okay, Google, cancel my timer.
Okay, consider it canceled.
Hey Google, set a 28-minute timer.
Sure, 28 minutes, and that's starting now.
Alright, so those are all the pairs that I'm going through, or that I'm trading, and those are opportunities I'm looking at. Again, I'm a swing trader, not day trading at the moment. If you guys do want me to focus more on day trading on these calls, just go ahead and let me know. I'll be sure to at least talk about it before moving on to the next pair. But other than that, really appreciate you guys hopping on. And like I said, if you like the live stream, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you want to keep up with future videos and future live streams, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And you'll be notified when that comes out. I basically post videos not only of me actually looking for setups in the market, but also of my progression as a trader as I get better and closer to where I actually want to be, and eventually go completely full time with it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time.